Hello everyone, and greet everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. Talking about the body, do we really know what the body wants sometimes? Do we really know what the body wants? Do we as a human being, do we know what the body really needs? Do we give any our food to the body, to our system? Do we eat whatever we want? Do we select what we eat? Think we're eating a biscuit or biscuit, and this is water. Is it necessary that you must drink mineral with biscuit or tea all the time? Tea is good though. What do we supposed to be? How do we eat? How did we eat in our daily life? How did we really eat? Do we care about what we eat, or we just eat anything eatable? Do we avoid too much of oil in our food? Because too much of oil is not good in the body. I know sometimes a lot of black people really, when they cook stew, what we call stew, they put a lot of vegetable oil, a lot of oil in their soup or in their stew what they cook. But I come to realize when you put too much of oil in your food too much, it does not, it's not healthy, and it's not that too good for the body. Too much of oil is not that too good for the body. When we try to avoid too much of oil in our cooking, maybe when you are cooking soup, before you add too much of palm oil on your soup, so you have to reduce it just a little, you know. Like when I start watching all these people, all these caterers that cook on the television, I realize that whenever they are cooking, it's just a token of a spoon. They used to add just a little token of oil in what they are cooking. Depending on what they are cooking, it's not every food they drop oil. Sometimes some of us, we add a lot of oil in our cooking, depending on the kind of food that we are cooking. But if you want to really reduce weight, you want to care, and you want to mind the way you eat, avoid too much of oil on your food. Avoid too much of groundnut oil in your stew to reduce weight from your system. Avoid too much of maggi. Avoid too much of salt. Anything that is too much is very, very bad. Too much of everything, that's what I want to say. Too much of everything is really, really bad. It's not that too good. For me, as before, when I'm cooking, I add a lot of groundnut oil on my stew. We call it stew when you add tomatoes, puree, onions, pepper, you grind it together, and you apply a lot of groundnut oil on it. That's what we call stew in we Africans, That's what we call stew. So when you add too much of groundnut oil on it, we see it as a special delicacy. Sometimes it's not good in the body when too much of groundnut oil is on your stew that you are cooking. These days, after allowing all the ingredients that I gathered together, my tomatoes, my onions, the puree, tomatoes, puree, onions. When I grind them together with pepper, I put them in the pot in the fire. I allowed it to cook very, very well. When I know that it's already cooked properly the way I want it to be, I now drop a lot of oil inside. Just small oil, I drop it inside. As soon as I start reducing my oil on my food, it really work in my system. I didn't go to any gym. I manage the way I eat my food and it work for me. And my viewers, as you do that, it help a lot. When you are cooking soup as well, like adding egusi, adding vegetable to it, mixing everything together. You want to eat a pounded yam, but you want to eat eba. When you manage the way you cook your egusi soup or your bolo soup with a very, very small palm oil, gradually, I did not say because you reduce all that will reduce your weight. If it does not reduce your assorted meat as well, assorted meat is good, but if you reduce eating it, too much of everything is bad. If you reduce it, you avoid too much of assorted meat. Maybe you used to take it regularly before. You can still take, but not too much. Did you know how to eat a little portion? Do you take a little portion of food when you want to eat? There are a lot of things you need to sacrifice if you want to reduce your weight. Yet a lot of things you need to sacrifice before you reduce your weight. Some people will see me and they start asking me, oh, what's happening? Maybe you are stressed, maybe you are going through some difficulty. That's not what I do. No, it's not stress, it's not difficulty, it's not my portion. All what I did to reduce weight, if you want to reduce weight, what did you give to the body? What did you give to your body? How did you eat? What did you eat? Did you just eat anyhow? Too much of oil in your meat as well, it give you a lot of fat in your system. So that's why I say whenever you are cooking, try to select the kind of meat and the way you eat is very, very important. And drinking a lot of water along the line is very, very important too. Water is very good for the system. Did you eat late? Eating late is not good. Eating late is not good. For me, I used to eat late a lot. After eating in the evening, maybe around 11, before 12 o'clock, I was still going to be looking for food in the kitchen. For the past almost 2 years now, when I eat my dinner, maybe 5 o'clock, 4:30. When it's too late, before 6, I eat my dinner, so that I will not go to bed with too much of heavy food, and I avoid a lot of heavy food. If you are the kind of person that like eating pounded yam in the evening, you can eat it very early and a very little portion. When you manage the way you eat, it helps a lot. It's very, very helpful. So please guys, I love you all. Just for UK, subscribe to my YouTube channel, A Glimmer of Hope. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share my video, give a thumbs up, like my video. I love you all as you watch. Bye for now.